So I apologize, I've been neglecting the channel. I've been really busy with bees, splitting and moving and trying to make more bees. So I've been posting some things on my bee channel, but not much on the Sleepy Creek Farm channel. But today we got hot. We're 95 plus degrees. Tomorrow will be too. So I thought I'd talk about cooling the rabbit barn. I built a door for this now and put a screen on it, so it's a screen door as opposed to just hanging the screen cloth in front. And I will get one built for that entrance also, just haven't got there yet. Then we have fans moving air through the barn, and if we can see up on top of the roof, there's a sprinkler. It happens to sprinkle right on my weather station, so it tells me it's raining when it's 95 degrees out. But that sprinkler is set on a timer, and that timer goes off. We can regulate that. If it's going to be hot early, it can go off at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If it's going to get hot a little later, it can go off at 4. And then we can set the timing on it so it doesn't just run and run and run. So that works great in this area, that it gets on the roof and cools the roof down, and then as it runs off of the roof and lands on the ground and evaporates, remember, evaporation equals refrigeration, so it's cooling as it evaporates, and that's moving cooler air into the barns. So out here in our grow out area that we don't have the ability to get the water on them, the sprinkler doesn't spray this far, I rigged up a pipe that starts at that end, and then it goes in on these copper pipes, and it makes a loop in and back out, and it does that through each one of these before it goes up onto the roof to be the sprinkler. So that cold water coming right out of the well is running through all of these little radiators in here, and as soon as the water turns on and starts flowing, they do just what this bunny's doing right here. They just get right on top of that thing and lay there. And so that cool is running right under their chest area and their stomach, so it's cooling them down from the bottom, which is great. And they get good airflow through here too, but having that cool water go through there is just, it's saves putting ice bottles out here and having to get out here in time to do it and stress about them. You know the timer's going off. If we were restricted on water, which we're not, we have a great well, if we weren't able to run this sort of a setup, you could still set up this radiator system coming out of a tank, and so a tank of cool water, and you could dump ice in it in the morning, and the pump kicks on at 2 o'clock and starts running cool water through these radiators. They cost some to make and to get set up, but once you've got them, they last for years and years and years, as long as you take care of them in the winter and put them up so they don't freeze. So it's a great way to cool them. It's worked well here. Every year we get it set back up, and then the pipe that runs out that brings the water out to start, I also use it in the winter time. I'll hook it on here to the water system, and I have a trough inside with a heater, and so I can circulate warm water back through the water system so it's not freezing up. So I've kind of set it up to be dual purpose. But anyway, that's a couple things you can do to keep the bunnies a little cooler in this hot weather, because everybody knows the bunnies don't like the heat well.